Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're having a good day. It is the 25th of May, 2024. Hope you guys are having a good day and or evening, wherever you're beaming in from. Sorry, I didn't do yesterday. I didn't live stream. I was away from my computer, so I'm just catching up on things. But yeah, that's why I didn't do a live stream yesterday. But today we're just looking at the market and Bitcoin down, but good time to accumulate because we did get back up to 60. Well, actually, no, Bitcoin was down last week. My bad. It actually has gone up. Well, it's steadied up. It was like 69. It's gone down a little tad, a little bit, but yeah. Look, at the end of the day, these other things you can use to get more Bitcoin, but you should be dollar cost averaging. Really, that's the end game. Look, it is risky. And there are, I mean, all heard the stories of meme coins, right? Everyone's talking about meme coins, and that, look, you can make a lot of money with meme coins. We'll talk about some meme coins today, the just like strategies, but yeah, look, there's no doubt, right? But you got to take everything with a grain of salt because people are only going to talk about, and they do YouTube videos. They only talk about like the fishermen, right? The fishermen, they go out. They come back with this huge catch and they show you the huge fish, but they never tell you the ones that how many times they never talk about how many times they went out, right, and didn't catch anything, come back with no fish, right. All they did was burn fuel, lost money, right. There's many more times of that than the ones that come back with the big fish. And all everything that you see on Twitter and YouTube is like they caught the big fish, but how many times did they go out then and didn't catch any fish, come back, burnt a whole bunch of fuel and money, and lost many more times? Okay, so just take it with a grain of salt because people will only post what they want here, and I'm not being negative or anything, but that's just like the truth of it. Because if everyone was making buckets of money with meme coins, everyone would be um, driving around Ferraris. But there are people making really good gains with meme coins, and that's what we'll talk about in a second. So it is possible, right? It is possible, guys. So that's what gives us hope. Spot ETF looks like it's going to be approved. Massive BTC and ETH volatility. That's probably why BTC's spiked. And now this is bringing in. It's going to bring in tons of money to ETH, but it's also helping the whole market, right? So this is going to be good. Last week, Ray went very quietly with a little to no real action in terms of news, price movements. However, everything changed on Monday with Bloomberg's ETF experts raised their prediction rate of the SEC approving spot Ethereum ETF this week at 75% from 25%. So this caused immediate stock in markets as ETH exploded by over 20% from 2,100 to multiple weeks to 2,800. So yeah, obviously there's excitement in the market. But if you look at BTC, it's gone up and then ETH's gone up. So nothing's really changed. Just that it spiked. BNB's crossed over $600, that's amazing. $600 BNB. I remember when it was $19. It's crazy. But if you look at the max, the all-time high was 661. So it's getting close to all-time high. So this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So Solana's like getting back up there. Solana did like 250 all-time high, I think 255 or something. So it's getting back up there now. So all this stuff with meme coins, this is what you can do to go back into BNB, BTC. Um, so what CoinGecko's done is they've changed their layout, and you can see here that they show the trending first. So if you can get up in the trending, you'll be on the first page of CoinGecko for free. And this is what's showing here. See, Turbo, Terrace Platform, Opulus, even Celsius Network is up 38%. I think they had a payout as well. I think Coinbase, they paid out through Coinbase. I have to get my payout compensation. Manga Hat, this pumped 100%. So yeah, this is, if you can get, if you're already listed on CoinGecko and your coin pumps, you'll get listed here. You guys remember Turbo? Turbo was the one with that dude. He created a coin. He was probably the first guy that actually documented everything. But it hasn't didn't do a lot for a while, but now it's starting to pump again. So yeah, these coins can lay dormant for a long time, and then they can just pump. I mean, this is no slouch. This has got 333 million market cap. So, it's it's one of those coins that it was actually in the top meme coins. So this is one of those coins that has really come back strong. Let's see the hourly rate. See, look at that. See, it didn't do a lot. It didn't do much for a long time. See, several months it did nothing. See, look. This is the thing with these meme coins, right? You've got to be able to believe in the project and hold it. So this thing did nothing for a long time. Let's see. Let's go to the monthly. Actually, probably monthly is probably too much. Let's go to the weekly. See? So initially when it launched, it had it pumped here. This is May last year, basically 1 year ago, about a year ago. It launched and it pumped to May 23rd, 2023. Sorry, 15th of May, 2023. Then, literally from June to December, basically, what's that? 6 months. It did nothing, and started to move again, and then literally 1 year ago, literally just like 1 year ago from when it launched, 1 year 10 days, 1 year 25 days, now it's pumped. It's basically pumped 0.02, basically done 4x. So literally, this is a perfect example of meme coins and staying in the game with meme coins. This is what you got to do with meme coins. You got to find a meme coin you really like and then plant your flag, because that's the only way you're going to make the massive gains. Oh, hang on, do you guys even seen that? Oh, God, I'm maybe not even showing you the tab, but you can see there, right? May 1st, it pumped. Then for literally 6 months, it didn't do nothing, and then it sort of started to move up, and then now today, literally 1 year, 25 days after it launched, it's done a 4x. Yeah, 4x, 48. See, look at that massive candle. Look. So this is what you got to do with meme coins. You got to find a you got to find a project, and you got to stay in it for a long. Excuse me. You got to stay in it for a long time, because that's where you're going to make the gains. And I'll show you like one way that you can make some massive gains pretty soon, but you don't have to stay in too long. But if we go and have a look at Pepe chart. See this, look at this. This is the same 1 week chart. Look at Pepe. This is exactly the same with Pepe. See? It launched April. It pumped initially, right? And then like February, like 11 months later. No, 13 months later, it pumped. So basically did a 4x, right? From the initial launch, it pumped 13 months later. Then it went down. Now it's even pumped even harder, because we're entering the bull market, right? Or we're in a bull market, but it's going through the actual stages of the bull market. So this is not a perfect example of getting into, like, if you would have bought Pepe in the beginning and just held, like your ROI would have been ridiculous. And that's the same with like Turbo's the same, right? So you got to get into these coins. They got to hold them, and you got to stay in them for a long time, like a year plus. Or you're not gonna see the $1 million gains. So there's one coin that I like, which has potential. I reckon it has potential. I don't know if it's going to be Pepe. Pepe is like very It's like Pepe was a meme that was around before it was a coin, so that's why it was very memeable. It's very distinctive. Pepe is very distinctive. Sorry, this is Pepe. Right, so Pepe is the same here. I keep on. Hang on. Let me just stop sharing. Let's just go back to the because I keep on. I want to share the whole screen. That way, I don't. If I switch the screen, I won't forget. But Pepe's the same, right? You got to stay in it for a long time. But the one that I was talking about here, Gummy, Gummy's going to be the same too. Like you're just taking a gummy, right? But um, you're going to have to stay in it for a long time to see the gains. You can't just G it out like 3 months into it because you're not going to see these gains. You're not going to see these gains like Pepe. You're not going to see these gains like even Turbo. Turbo's not even a big one. Look at it. See, so the lesson here is you've got to if you're not going to stay in these coins for at least a year, don't just forget about it. You know what I mean? Like it's not even going to be worth your time because you're not going to see the big gains. You're just not going to see the million, or well, depending on how much you got. See, let me just take a screenshot of this. And the same with Turbo. Turbo's the same. Like Turbo's probably not even. You could do this with all the coins if you wanted to. But yeah, Turbo's the same. A lot of these coins, even Bonk. I mean, you could even do Bonk. Bonk's another one that's done really well. Yeah, Bonk's another one that's done really well. That is pretty much going to be the same chart. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be the same chart. Sure. Bonk on Sol Radium. This one. Yeah, look at Bonk. Bonk's even more. See, look at Bonk. Bonk's the same. You can't even see it. It's so small. You know what I mean? December 22, and then now it's like so very similar chart, different pattern, right? This one's pumped harder, and this one's pumped. Bonk's kind of still the same, but it's still up. It's still up, hitting at all-time highs. So yeah, this is the thing with these meme coins. You have to stay in them for a long time, and if you don't like these coins that you're going to see on let's see, yeah, the coins that you see on pump.fun, these ones here, you could get lucky, and but they're just pump and dumps. That's kind of like why they call them pump.fun, because it's just a pump and dump. You're not gonna. Most of these won't. I think there's only like one or two coins that have actually ever done anything. There's like Shark Cat. Shark Cat was one that was on pump.fun, but I don't even know where it is now. I can't even find it. Is that it? Shark Cat. Yeah, this is it here. So again, if you're not going to stay in it for a long time, you're not going to see the big, massive gains. So in other words, you've got to pick one that you believe in, and you need to stay in it for a long time to see the massive gains. Let's see. Let's just go by week. Okay, so this one's relatively new, so we won't do weeks. Let's just do by day. Yeah, this one's a new crypto. It's only been around for about a month or so. Um, so yeah, what I think is going to basically be the same as these ones here. Pepe and Turbo. Is Gummy. Gummy's going to be the one that's going to be very similar. I don't know if it'll do similar numbers as Pepe, but Gummy's going to be the one that's going to be like the one that's you need to stay in it for a long time. If you don't stay in it for a long time, you're not going to see the massive gains. Um, so I'm pretty positive on Gummy simply because of what they've done and what they're doing, who's behind it. But it's not going to be an overnight thing. Okay, see, like get pumped in the beginning. See, can you see exactly what this is what's happening? If you look at Gummy now, what are you saying? You're saying initial pump, like initially, like in the first month. We're only like month into this, right? But if you go back and then go back to Pepe, right? See, Gummy hasn't got all this history yet. But if you look at Gummy and if you look at Pepe and look at Gummy, this is what could basically be the same. So there's going to be a lot of consolidation and a lot of waiting. But if you wait, you're going to be rewarded, right? So this is it, Pepe here, and you can see it pumped and then it pulled back, consolidated to basically half. Now you look at Gummy, it pumped, but there's no history. There's no other history here because it's only like a month old. That's why you've got to look at these coins. Like this is Pepe, like a month into this. Actually, this is 1, 2. So if you look at a month, it's only done like May. There, that's it. There, that's 1 month's worth. That's 1 month's worth in Pepe, and that's Gummy, and that's basically 1 month's worth in Gummy. So what is this telling you? It tells you that when they initially start, they pump in the beginning, then they'll consolidate for possibly for a long time. But Gummy's holding ground because it hasn't consolidated much, whereas Pepe did consolidate to about half, right? Over several months, though. I mean, yeah, several months. But so if you can if you get into Gummy and you're not committed to it long term, you're not going to see gains like this because don't forget the bull run will could potentially keep on going till end of 2025. It just depends on when BTC is going to hit that peak of maybe 150, 200K. This is really important to understand the cycle. So when let's just say we've got another year of the bull run. The BTC takes time. In fact, I'll tell you why I think this is so is because of this. In fact, I know it'll take time. See, so when BTC is up, it is just going to take time, guys. All right, that's just how it is. You can see here, right? You can see the BTC performance of right after halving. So the halving was last month. In 2012, it went up 9%. In 2016, like because we're in the fourth halving, this is the second halving. 2016, it was negative 10%. This is 1 month after the halving. Okay, so in 2020 halving, 1 month after the halving is only up to 6%. So what happened 1 year after the halving in 2012, which was the first BTC halving, right? Because it was created in 2008, so 4 years after it. 1 year after the halving, it done 8,839%. The second halving, which was in 2016, 1 year after the halving, it did a 280%, which is basically nearly a 3x. And then the third halving, which passed in 2020, is 1 year after the halving, it did a 548%, nearly 5x, nearly a 6x, 5.5x. So what does this tell you? It's clear as day, and the data is telling you this. Although the percentages are different, it's clear as day that in the beginning, the 1 month after the halving, nothing happens. Okay, 1 year it's only after the halving that it all starts to happen, right? So that tells you that Um, once it halves to 6.25 to what 3.125 per block, it needs time because it's producing less Bitcoin per block, and it needs a year for it to really marinate. Now we've got the ETFs, we've got the ETFs that happen in Hong Kong, we've got potentially an ETF happening in South Korea, we've got all this money coming in the United States, and then we've got a Ethereum ETF. Based off this historical data, which is not anything in theory, this is factual. BTC could do a 3 to 5x, because don't forget the market cap's going to grow bigger. So the bigger that something grows, it's going to take more money, right? Obviously, because like if it's something's at 1 million, you can easily go to 5 million. That's a 5x. But if something's at 100 billion, and for it to go to a 5x, $500 billion has to come in an extra. Or an extra $400 billion. So it's easier for $5 billion to come into 5x than 500 billion, 400 billion, or 500 billion, right? You get my point. So this could potentially do a 3 to 5x. So this is going to take 1 year. So we're now like May, we're May. So this is not going to happen. BTC is not going to pump. It could pump like 3 or 5x from a year from now. That tells you that in December, May 2025, give or take, a couple of months, it's going to pump like crazy. So we're at least 1 year away before we hit the top of BTC, in my opinion. So May, give or take 1 year, one a month, maybe another month. June 2025 is when we could hit the top of BTC. But then going back to what I said about Pepe, because we're in a bull cycle, right? It took a long time for Pepe to pump from May, so April to June, 1 year. Okay, and then Gummy. All right, this is only one day. So the good news about Gummy is if you buy Gummy now and you hold it, potentially the bull cycle. See, when things are bullish, things are not gonna they're still gonna pump because everything's money's still in the market. People are optimistic. It's not a bear market. Once a bear market hits, then there's going to be a problem for meme coins. Why? Because they're going to dump like crazy. So that's when you actually wait till they hit the rock bottom and you buy them up. So that's what you want to do with Pepe and Bonk and Dog with Hat and all the top meme coins. You want to wait till the bear, which could be like the end of 2025 to 2000 and beginning of 2026. That's when you want to buy them because they'll hit rock bottom. Assuming that the bear market's going to come at the end of 2025, sort of beginning of 2026. But based off this, we still got a good run. Based off what I said about here with the BTC, we should still have a good run of June 2025 is when we should have maybe BTC will hit the top. So, in fact, I know this is factual. Like this is like data. So it should, based off data, right? Now this is only a 1 year kind of time frame, but it just demonstrates the Bitcoin halving. So we don't really know. You could go back into the chart, see when the actual top was, and then you could kind of have a better indication. But yeah, that tells you a lot of information that you can time these. You can time these meme coins. So stay in Pepe. It's going to pump, but then once sort of mid 2025, bear market could be coming. So that's the good news with Gummy. The timing's perfect. You probably got another good year run, and this should pump like a mother, because basically this is a year, right? If you get my drift, this is a year chart for Pepe, and look at it. This is only a 1 month chart, so technically it should pump like crazy. So that's what I'm saying. You've got with Gummy, you're an idiot if you sell now. Why? Because you can be earning stake points to get baked. It's not listed on Binance. They're doing crazy promotions like crazy all over Twitter, all over the world with Memecoin billboards, and cars going around with signs, multiple CX listings coming. And it's just absolutely nuts for you to sell, in my opinion. You're literally an idiot if you sell. Okay. You just go and have a look at what they're doing. I've got tons and tons of stuff coming. This is the drip shop. Okay, so this is new. Looks like it might be the merch. Gummy drip. Be the first in line. Wow. Okay. What's this? This is limited drop by Gummy. This is baked. I don't know what this is about. Oh, okay. So it's like a merch. Gummy stickers, gummy hoodies. And I'm liking what I'm saying with this because they're doing multiple things to spread the awareness. Although they might generate actually much money. Although they'll still generate money from this stuff. You know, a $69 hoodie probably costs them $40 to make. So they're going to make money, guys, you know, and this is what it's going to get the awareness out for it. So that's that. They've got billboards. I don't know if this is real or not, but this guy actually could change his name. It's his last name to Gummy. I'm not sure if that's real. But yeah, you know, you've got to give this time. If you sell now, and also there's a Gummy game apparently coming out. So you're going to play Gummy for free and earn free tokens. So that's going to bring in a lot of new people. They've got this new here. Yeah, you can see that Gummy Games. There is so much coming, and we're not even on Binance yet. So tattoos, guys are tattoos. So yeah, there's so much coming, and you have to give it time. Don't forget as well. Now we finished our competition so I will do I've just been so busy, guys. Sorry. 485 total entries. I'll post the links in that, and I'll do the winners. Okay. So my bad. I've just been away from the computer. I didn't do a live stream yesterday. But we're still on Pumped Up Fun. So you can still get in that, guys. Okay, we're at 30%. So we want to get to 100%. And then we're going to go to Radium. Okay, so that's join our Twitter and join our Telegram. Okay, that's still a fair launch, right? So this is our community token. I didn't get any tokens. I had to buy it like everyone else, even though I created the coins for community for us. All right. One word, buddy. One word, Pepe. One word, bonk. One word, Brett. One word, turbo. All the big coins that you'll ever see are one word, Shiba. Well, that's kind of like Shiba Inu, but it's kind of like one word if you kind of join it together. Bitcoin, one word. Ethereum, one word. Solana, one word. Doge, one word. All the big coins that you ever see, ton, one word. Ton coin, but it's actually, yeah, ton coin. You know, they're like one word, right? Polygon. Yeah, wow, look at this. Pepe's right up there. It's gonna flip Litecoin. Oh my god, I love Litecoin, but you know, Litecoin is doing everything that Bitcoin is doing. Like, obviously, haven't got the volume, but Litecoin, I love Litecoin. It's cheap as buggery, and it's really fast. See, so one word, guys. Got to keep it simple so people remember. Anyway, so going back to Gummy, you have to hold it, guys. You have to hold it for a long time, for at least 1 year. And the good news, like I said, you've got at least a year before BTC pumps that could hit 250. Based off this, right? Based off this, it could do. Oh, hang on. So based off this could do a 3 to 5x. That's what I'm predicting. So we're at 68K now. That means BTC can get to basically 7. If it does a 7x, is about, I reckon it's going to do a 3x. It can do like 200, 210 or 250. That's what I reckon BTC will be, like a 3x between 3 to 5x it'll do. I reckon more like 3x. The reason being why I'm only saying it's going to do 3x is because of the market cap. It's hard. It's hard to do the multipliers now because of the market cap's getting bigger of BTC. That's why it's hard, right? So I mean, look at BTC. It's at 1.3 billion. So for it to do a 3x, yeah, that's right. The market cap has to increase by another 1.3 billion times 3. So basically, it's going to be at nearly 5 trillion, 5.5 trillion market cap just for BTC alone. The total market cap for cryptocurrency is only 2.6 trillion. Can you see? Can you see where a lot of money is going to come in? So anyway, so hopefully that gives you some insights on kind of like what I think. But you've got to hold it, in my opinion, not financial advice. If you don't hold gummy for a long period of time, you won't see the gains. You won't know. You will not see the gains. And Binance hasn't even happened yet. So you have to give it time. Let's just go to the. Okay, so we've got no questions today, but that's all good. It'll be an early one. So anyway, guys, so yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment, and I'll answer the questions. I'll do the competition today. I'll announce the winners, and yeah, it's all good. So yeah, keep trucking. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out our buddy token as well. But yeah, just stay optimistic about crypto. It's we're here for the long term, and you should be here for the long term anyway. If you're not in it for the long term, and I don't know why you're in crypto for. That's the honest truth to it. So keep accumulating. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.